here I have a pendulum swinging back and forth. And I could, if I wanted, count the cycles of this pendulum for, let's say, a minute. So I would count starting here, let's say start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. At the rate I'm counting, I think I would get maybe 50 cycles per minute. You can put a stopwatch on this or just look at a clock. I counted 5 cycles. So that would correspond to, well, if I'd counted 6 cycles, it would, or sorry, 5 cycles would correspond to 6 seconds. So if that took 6 seconds, then you would have a reasonable confirmation of my estimate. Now my estimate's going to probably be off by a tenth or two. So the point is that by counting this, I can determine how long a cycle takes. And I want to count it for about a minute. I want to count a large number of cycles so that I can eliminate small errors in timing. In timing a minute, I probably wouldn't be off by more than half a second, which is less than 1% of that minute. Whereas if I timed only 5 seconds, I could easily be off by half a second, and that would be about 10% of my time interval. So rather than a 10% error counting for 5 seconds, I can get less than 1% error counting for 60 seconds. Assuming I can count the cycles, assuming I can count 1, 2, 3, up to 50 or so without losing track of my count, without making an error. And I actually find that most students in the high school age range really can't do that very well. Okay, you have 20 people count the same thing, and some of them will get 45, some of them will get 72 because of lack of practice in counting. So, okay, now that's interesting enough. And one more thing, I can count half cycles if I want to be a little more accurate. I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then divide my count by 2 to get how many cycles there are in a minute. Now, if I change the length of the pendulum, what's going to happen? I'm going to get more cycles. It's oscillating with a greater frequency. So I'm going to get more cycles in 60 seconds. I'm going to get more cycles in whatever time interval I time. So the shorter the pendulum, the lower cycles you get, all lower.